Hello everybody, DJ here. Welcome back to another review video. Today we'll be reviewing the Google Nest Hub Max. Today's going to be a relatively long video because there's a fair bit that I need to cover about this. I've owned the device for around about a month and a bit, so I thought it was a pretty good time since I've sort of got my head around most of the features. So yes, let's dive directly into it. So this is the standard default interface that the Google Nest Hub Max comes with, and I've kept it on there. You know, as it just displays some pretty cool wallpapers. You can customize everything in terms of the wallpaper. You can customize all the wallpapers so you can have your own photos on display, but I would rather this just because it makes everything just look a little bit cleaner. I don't really have the best photos, so yeah, we've just kept it with the default display. And you can flick through most of the displays, which they're pretty cool. Yeah, some of the photos here are pretty breathtaking. So yeah, it just sort of adds another view to your kitchen area. Now this Google Nest Hub Max has really made our kitchen look really nice. It just sort of looks like we've got an iPad on a stand. But yeah, it's very handy, definitely to have in the kitchen. I would probably suggest having it in your kitchen or your dining area or your living area, wherever you basically cook or you spend most of your time, which yeah, is mainly in the kitchen area. Rather than in the bedroom, you could probably have the Nest Hub, which is smaller in the bedroom, but yeah, I would suggest something at this size being down in your kitchen, which I think most people do anyway. So yeah, basically with the Nest Hub Max, you've got the camera in the top here, as you can see, my finger's pointing at. You do have a camera here, you've got a green light, which basically, which basically displays that the camera is on. When you switch it like this, it says
mic and camera are off.
Mic and camera are off, which displays a red light. So
the mic and camera are back on.
I basically keep that on. I sort of use the camera away from the main house because it pretty much monitors 24/7. You can view the camera via your own phone. You've got two mics sitting in here, and you have a sensor in this little area. The sensor senses your hands, your face. It's also got voice matching software in there as well. Now, if we go to the back, it has some rubber things on the bottom. It's a little bit dirty, but yeah, basically it's real nice rubber so it doesn't slip around. It's quite sturdy, like that's me putting a fair bit of pressure on it. So yes, so this was the button that I was speaking about before, which turns off the mic and camera, and you've got your volume control here, which is a really nice place to have volume control because you tend to, as you do grab the device, your hands sort of go through the back here. This is your cable entry. Yes, that's probably in the best place that it can be. Yeah, obviously trying to cable management in your own kitchen is quite hard. This cable does sort of annoy me a bit, but yeah, you just got to try and hide the cable as best as you can, especially in the kitchen area where there shouldn't be really cables displayed. You've got a subwoofer, and I think you've got two little speakers in here. I think it's two, I don't think it's one, I think it's two. I'll have to check that, to be honest. But yeah, the speaker on here is way better than the Google Home speakers. Probably not as best as the best Bluetooth speakers that you can get on the market, but it's really good for what it is. It definitely lights this house up in terms of the sound. So yeah, basically you have your date displayed, you've got your time displayed, you've got your weather, degrees, you obviously have your account up there, and because it's an afternoon, it just relatively says like this is your afternoon. You can do, you can have recipes, you can, this is your call log, your weather, and then you've just got meditations that you can try. And yeah, your speaker grouping, which is if you've got more than one Google Home device, you can group them together. So for example, I've got a standard Google Home, just one of the oval ones. I can connect this to the Google Home and it will play the same song simultaneously. So yeah, this is pretty much the last commands that I've told that I've told Google, and it sort of shows you to do it again. You've got your home control as well. which is your cameras, your routines, and your rooms. So your rooms are pretty much like your smart control. So for example, you can say turn off all the lights if you've got Google interactive like lights, like down lights. Yeah, then you can pretty much control most of the house through your Google Home. So you can also set up routines that mimic that as well. So if you can go, okay, Google, wait, shush. I knew that was going to happen.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah, you got my other Google Home going off in the background. It's bad when as soon as you say something like that in this house, because everything bloody goes off. So yeah, basically, if you give Google a command, for example, hey Google, good night, then you could connect your lights and everything to that, and it'll turn off all the lights or it will dim it. Depends what you've got it connected to. Same with the good morning routine. Yeah, then you'd be able to turn on all the lights or brighten up the house. Let's turn this back on.
The mic and camera are back.
Okay. And you've got Nest Cam monitoring as well. So as I explained to you before, that you can connect your phone. So you can basically view whatever the camera's seeing through your phone. You can be remote as well and still view it. So yeah, that's pretty much covers the home control. Now you've got the media, you can, you've got Spotify, you've got YouTube, pretty much whatever you connect to this, it plays. So you can basically, yeah, play whatever podcast or music through this media function as well. You know, you got your YouTubes, your Spotifys, your news and stuff like that. Now you've got Communicators as well. So this is where you can view your camera from your phone. You can also call the Google Nest Hub Max from your phone as well. So I could basically be remote, say like at a job somewhere, and then I could call this and say if someone else is home, then you can speak to them via the actual Google Home. Which I think is pretty cool. You've also got Zoom meetings that you can connect. So you've got Zoom that you can connect. You've got all the Google, video software that can connect to this. Unfortunately, FaceTime doesn't work because this supports Google, it doesn't support Apple. So if you've got an iPhone, it makes it a bit harder. I've got an iPhone, so I had to learn that the hard way. Yeah, you can make a phone call, you know, pretty much whatever that says. And yeah, you've got the Discover, so you can ask it whatever demands that you want. And another cool thing is the recipe function as well. So, hey Google, show me a spaghetti recipe.
Got it.
This is a really good way. I've used this multiple times. You know, as I said, I've had this for a month and I've probably used the Google Home every day for YouTube and Spotify and stuff like that. Now I'm listening to podcasts while I'm cooking dinner, which is very entertaining because dinner was very boring before. So yeah, now it's a bit of a highlight of my day. So yeah, basically you can ask it whatever, like whatever recipes that you're chasing, and it gives you pretty much the top picked recipes for that. And if I were to click one of these, easy weeknight spaghetti, tells you all your ingredients and your steps to complete that. So another little function as well, you can click your ingredients. There we go. So you can add all the ingredients to your shopping list as well. So for example, if I did add that.
Sure, I added those 17 things.
So now this is pretty much your shopping list, and you can tell Google to add whatever to your shopping list as well. And yeah, your shopping list does get displayed through the Google Home app, so you can be at the shopping center and have a look at your shopping list, which I think is good. And you can ask it to add whatever ingredients at any time as well, which is handy because when do you normally need ingredients? Is when you open the fridge and go, shit, I need apples. Then you can just ask Google Home because it's mainly in the kitchen anyway. In terms of speaker quality, yeah, it's definitely loud. I can't play any music for you, unfortunately, because YouTube will freak out. I've had problems in the past with them. I'm probably going to get in trouble for even displaying that. So yeah, basically, the speaker itself, it does sound nice at your max volume. It does sort of sound a bit crackly because yeah, it's really trying to push out more volume than it can handle. But yeah, around about 9 is probably when you get the loudest, best quality music, and yeah, it definitely does light up the house, as I said before. And when you've got multiple Google Homes connected to it, it does sound like you've got surround sound through the house, which is quite nice. So yeah, basically that's pretty much it for this review. Just tried to keep it a bit short as I can. I'm already at the 10-minute interval anyway, so yeah, it's a pretty cool bloody device, mate. The only other thing that I could probably say is that it also has the feature where you're playing say like a YouTube video or something, then you can put your hand up and it will stop the video, and you put your hand up again and it'll play the video. I thought that was a pretty cool feature, and I figured that out accidentally. So that's cool. Yeah, cool. Thanks guys for watching the video. Yeah, swing us a like if you liked the video. Yeah, comment if you would like any other further reviews. I normally review mainly tools at the moment, but yeah, I'm slowly going into electronics because I bought this. So yeah, I thought I'll give you guys a review. Sweet. Cool. Thanks guys for that, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.